who is driving this whole thing.
She's picked a fight that ultimately she's going to lose.
Right now, I've got a more pressing problem.
You would do well to be nice to me.
No, that's where you're wrong. I'm making it your problem.
Hope for good.
Jason and Danny leave Port Charles as Kai secretly joins forces with Drew against Willow. Valentine shocks everyone by plotting to reclaim Windmir, while Jack races to recover explosive evidence. Willow faces an impossible choice. Porsche goes into labor, and dangerous secrets threaten to destroy lives across Port Charles. Hi everyone. Welcome to my channel. Hope you're having a wonderful day. So let's get started. General Hospital. Jason and Danny leave town. Kai plots with Drew. Valentine wants Windmir. General Hospital recap. Confirm that Jason Morgan and Danny Morgan leave town, while Kai Taylor aligns with Drew Kane. Plus, Valentine Cassadine has his eye on buying back Windmir. So it's time to talk about all the craziness that went down in Port Charles today. First off, Jack Brennan is summoned by Willow Kane and Nina Reeves. The two women called him to the house as they were worried about Drew showing signs of regaining mobility. After all, Willow is low on the paralytic doses and has had to stretch the medication out. Jack tells them he was about to head to Windmir to find his black box, which contains the incriminating evidence he has on Drew among other things, until he was stopped by them. He needs to head out there and Nina agrees to go and help him find it, and off they go. Once they leave, Willow has a chat with Drew and talks to him about his attempt to frame her for being the car involved in Jordan Ashford's crash. As he pulled this stunt, Willow tells Drew she has no choice but to limit his access to others, which is why she sent Scout Kane to live with Alexis Davis. Willow also notes that she wishes there could be another way. Still, she taunts him by saying she needs to keep him in this state. After all, as he's so vindictive, he would ruin her life if she pulled him out of this locked-in state without any blackmailing evidence. Kai unexpectedly shows up at Willow's door. He needs notes for the daycare meeting they are having, and Willow reluctantly goes to grab them from the office. This is when Drew knocks over a medical bag and Kai notices. Kai tells Drew this is great and asks if he should go and tell Willow, which is when Drew blinks. No. Willow re-enters the room, and Kai lies by saying that he knocked the bag over, covering for Drew. Kai quickly leaves the home, but Willow knew that Kai wasn't the one who caused the bag to fall. Willow laments that Drew is making it harder for her to control him. This is when she recalls Jack's comment to kill Drew. She then pleads with the wheelchair-bound man to let up on his games. She doesn't want to lose her kids again, and will do anything to keep them. Over at the Q boathouse, Jason and Danny have a great reunion. Jason assured his son he was home for good now, and that the WSB had released him. Danny then asked why Jason took the fall for Rocco Falconeri. Jason explained he imagined Danny in that situation, and he didn't want to ruin his brother's life. Jason tells his son how horrible the WSB prison was, but doesn't get into details. He also vows to make Danny his top priority moving forward. Danny told Jason that he went to Jack and confessed that Rocco was Ross Cullum's shooter, but the WSB head stated to move on from this and drop it. Tracy Quartermain then arrived on the scene to welcome Jason back and confirm he wasn't on the run. Jason told her he's a free man but noted that he and Danny were going to go on a trip away for a few days and to let Alexis and the rest of the family know. Meanwhile, over at Windmir, General Hospital recaps for Tuesday's show indicate that Dante Falconeri was on the scene to gather evidence, along with some other PCPD officers. Dante was frustrated that the WSB cleaned the place dry, knowing that the local police were trying to nail Jen Sidwell. Valentine showed up, along with Charlotte Cassadine, claiming he was interested in buying Windmir back. Charlotte ran upstairs to check out her old bedroom as her father and stepfather talked, although it did seem as if Valentine and Charlotte were up to something. Dante believed that Valentine wasn't being fair to Charlotte by making promises he couldn't keep. Valentine replied that he wasn't overly thrilled that Lulu Spencer was stirring the pot by trying to keep him away from Charlotte. Valentine believes Lulu's actions will cause her to lose her daughter in the end, and Charlotte confirmed this when she came back and told Dante she wanted to live with her father, moving forward. After all, her mom doesn't trust or respect her as her papa does. Dante left Windmir, only for Nina and Jack to arrive. There was some conflict between Nina and Charlotte as the teen relayed that she's still angry at Nina for trying to use her to get to Valentine. After some banter between the four, Valentine and Charlotte leave, only for Valentine to promise his daughter that someday, they would move into their old home. Once they were gone, Jack realized how important it was to find the black box, especially since Valentine caught them at Windmir. Now Valentine knows there's something in the home that Jack wants. Over at the hospital, General Hospital recaps for Tuesday's show state that Elizabeth Liz Baldwin was still chatting it up with Dr. Tristan Roberts. Unfortunately, Tracy interrupted them. The men left the situation, as Tracy once again blasted Liz for supporting Sonny Corinthos' bid to become a member of the hospital board. Dante arrived at the nurse's station to book a physical, as he's expecting to head back to detective work. After all, Anna Devane will soon want her comfy police commissioner job back. He and Liz talk about that then walk to the foyer and sit on the bench. They continue to chat about more personal stuff like Valentine and Charlotte, and how he believed the blonde wasn't the best influence on Rocco. Dante even went so far as to say that he would prefer that Charlotte live with Valentine because of this. In the end, the two continued to bond as Liz let it be known that she's there anytime Dante needs to vent. Over at Bobby's, Britt Westbourne was still frantic over Carly Spencer changing the locks on her apartment. Isaiah Gannon walked in and chatted with her, happy to see her back in town. They were having a great conversation until Tristan arrived. In an interesting turn of events, he has rented the room above Bobby's, Britt's room, and had a confirmation email to prove it. Carly's staff member at the counter gave him an envelope with a room key. However, when Britt overheard what was happening, she inserted herself into the conversation, demanding that Tristan give her the key. Tristan refused, which is when Isaiah stepped in and tried to calm Britt down. After all, it wasn't Tristan's fault that Carly changed the locks, and he had paid for the room. Britt backed down, but not before she informed the new General Hospital surgeon that there are bedbugs in the room. Finally, Jordan arrived at Porsche Robinson's house, hoping she could convince the woman to be honest at Curtis Ashford's trial by testifying that Isaiah provoked him. This just started a clash where the ladies fought about the car crash, Isaiah and Curtis, as well as the baby that's coming. After Jordan stormed out, Portia started having contractions and braced herself to the couch. General Hospital spoilers hint that Curtis and Portia's baby is about to make its arrival. So will anyone drop by to assist the new mom with her delivery?